Hi, and welcome back to Keller Williams Partners Unplugged. We're here with our one and only Sabrina Rosen. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Sabrina.
Well, I don't know. Am I the AI version of Sabrina Rosen, or is it really me today? That's the question.
I think it's really you today. Me. So tell us, how long in the business and how long have you been with Keller Williams Partners?
So I have been licensed for over 2 long decades, and I joined Keller Williams when my son turned 3.5. I could throw his butt in school and get to work. So I've been here for about 13 years.
Wow.
Yeah, a long time, right?
Long time. Awesome. So tell us, you did great last year looking at your business. Tell us, how did you do it and where do you get most of your business from?
So I put my head down last year and I got to work. I made sure that I was learning, implementing things I was learning, making sure that I was understanding and implementing the buyer broker agreement correctly. And also just making sure that I was making my calls and touching my database and making my contacts and doubling down on it all, because that's what it took last year. And still.
Still. I love that. So with all that, and we did see you grow and you doubled down last year. So I love you for that. What models of support system that helped you build your business?
So I can definitely say that getting into my database and just making sure that I was touching the people that I needed to touch, especially my past clients. Implementing client events so that it was a reason to call, a reason to invite, a reason to definitely a big shift in my business with implementing that. And also just making sure that, I was touching my database, talking to my past clients, and also lead generating and following up with those leads as eagerly as I tried, right? Regardless of the Google voice
that you get, right?
Yeah.
I love that. Let's go back to what you said, the client events. Was that the first time you actually did more client events last year?
So I did implement client events years before, but it's like, you do one, you're afraid to do it, you do that. And then last year I did it again. And this year I've done it again, and I'm making them smaller and more fun. I really love yoga. So I invited my yoga, whatever it is, the yoga joint where I go, to come and do a yoga class in my community. And I was able to invite my whole community. So it felt like farming, but it really wasn't. It was just inviting them to come do something I enjoy doing.
I love that. And did you have a good turnout?
I did. I had a great turnout. It was fun.
I love that. So you married the both, your love for yoga and real estate.
I did.
I love that.
That was fun.
So with that, you implemented that. What is growing, or what part of your business is getting hard that it used to be?
So, I do stay in touch with my past clients. Right. I've turned a lot of them into investors, and the investors that I had before COVID that kind of pulled out came back a little bit. And so I've definitely doubled down on looking for deals for my investors. But, in addition to that, it's really staying in touch with people. And as my business has grown, it's hard to juggle, right? So I juggle being a mom, a wife, house manager, property, we do so many things as women. I feel like we just do so many things. And after celebrating like International Women's Day, like yesterday, right? Like happy International Women's Day. You learn from other women just talking to them. Like we all just manage so much. So one thing that I've definitely just walked away from is the paperwork. I hired a transaction coordinator that totally manages my entire back end. I don't want to know anything. Just get me to the closing table. That's all I want to know. And another thing is I hired a VA. So between my TC and my VA, my abbreviations are like in check, right?
I love that. So now you're just focused on the 20%.
Yeah, I have to just focus on being doubled and tripled down in my database and making my calls and making my contacts. And if it's not a call, it's a text message. If it's not a text message, it's a note in the mail. You've got to reach out to people because now it's harder than ever to get them on the phone.
Yeah, we could definitely agree to that. Yes. Getting anybody on the phone, even the real estate agents.
Oh yeah, well that is a given. I mean,
thinking,
answer your phone. I'm trying to show a listing of yours.
So true. So I love that. And I know there's something that I saw that you implemented in your business, and we're going to talk about it. So my question to you is, what has been your greatest business lesson?
My greatest business lesson. Yeah. What has it been? Did we just talk about that?
No, I want you to talk about one specifically, because who am I speaking to? The real Sabrina or the AI?
Yeah, so definitely AI. AI has been such a great tool. You know, it's like I say, I have a VA, and then I have a TC, and then I also have AI, more abbreviations, right? So, I mean, it's great because I'm able to implement different marketing plans. It's like I trained my AI to be my marketing director so that I don't have to really wear that hat. I just kind of wear that hat now. But I just go into AI and I'm like, AI, can you pretend that you are doing this for me in this way and blah, blah, blah. And I throw it all the stuff and I talk the way that I talk to it also. So it thinks I'm crazy. And then it spits out everything I ever wanted. And then I just implement it. And I listened to what it said to do and I implemented. So AI has definitely been an amazing tool.
I love that.
And I think that here in our office, we definitely had a huge jump in advance to any other office that I can think of, because our broker is an AI like nerd. She wants to know it all.
And Davies.
Her
Don't forget
Davies, like Davies also, too. Like between the two of them, and then I put like, I get like my nerd on and I'm like, wait, what? I want to know all about the AI. And so you learn and you implement, you know, and I make sure that I'm learning every single week because I think it's important to learn every week. So I'm either going to the board or I'm coming into the office or I'm doing a class of Davies again because I missed something or I wasn't paying attention or I didn't listen or I didn't have my password and I need to ask AI what my passwords are. But, you know, all of that, just, you know, it's one big bubble of energy that you put into this business, and that's really what comes back.
What I loved was AI. Do you ever thought that AI is actually a clone of you? Think about it. AI is actually a clone.
I love it. It literally is. I literally have an AI clone.
It's actually a clone. And yours look just like you.
Yeah, it's great.
Like you. So it's actually a clone of you, which is great. Cool. A digital clone.
A digital clone.
Awesome. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I'll be 60.
So where do you see yourself?
So my son will be 20, God willing, in 5 years, and he'll be in college, and I will be 60 and probably living in a retirement home. But I'll still be working, right? So I'll still try to be looking good and doing what I'm doing, and I'll probably still be working and doubling down.
Don't you love what you do?
I do. I love what I do, and I think we're really fortunate to be in this business and love what we do every day, for sure.
So one last question.
Another one.
This is awesome. Given what you know now about real estate, what would you tell someone, an agent, a piece of advice? If they're new or they're thinking of transitioning or moving, what would you tell them?
I always invite them to come into our office to learn with the biggest producers that I know. We have the biggest teams that I know. And we have one of the best brokers that I know, you know. I think what's really important for anybody new is to just get on it, make your calls. Don't be afraid of speaking to people and, you know, letting them know what you do for a living. Don't be a secret agent. That's really it, you know, and just get in your phone and turn that into a database, you know, throw all of those contacts into command and put them in an action plan and make your calls and make your contacts and go to the supermarket and talk to people and meet people and compliment them and spark conversation and make it fun. It doesn't have to be scary and crazy.
I love that. Do a shameless plug of what you do every third Wednesday here and invite everybody.
Wind Down Wednesday. So I love Wind Down Wednesday. I thought it would be like a fun way to just gather the troops and make them come in at 5 p.m. So instead of going to like a loud, crazy hour, like happy hour somewhere where you can't hear somebody talking at the table, I invite you to come here Wednesdays at 5 p.m. in our office in Pembroke Pines. We're right next door to Pembroke Gardens. And we just basically hold you accountable. So if you say you want to make $300,000 a year, how are you going to get there? How many properties do you need to sell to get there? How many properties is that a month? How many calls do you have to make to get the listing appointment? How many listing appointments do you need to get the listing? How many appointments do you need to get the contract? What is the goal? So we help you attain your goal. We hold you accountable to getting to that goal. And it's great because it's been growing. It's a lot of top agents that come to the meeting. And everybody is so excited about it because they come with their numbers and they come ready. So I love that. I absolutely love that we're doing that Wind Down Wednesday. So bring your bottle of wine and come and join us.
Thank you. Is there anything else you want to share with us?
That's it. I'm just happy to be here, and I'm happy that, you know, we were able to do this today because I think it's always fun to invite new agents to the office and have them learn from us and learn with us, because when our business grows and your business grows, we all grow together.
Well, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me, Danielle.
And stay tuned for the next KW Partners Unplugged. Bye.
Bye.